Start with Bailey, go ahead.
Coach, update on Keeper Content.
We'll know more tomorrow. He's still kind of getting looked at and figuring out, but we'll see how he presents tomorrow morning.
Eric?
How much of a factor in this game, obviously, were the penalties to you? You had the Kale one that he argued, and then the 3 in a row, just that whole sequence.
Lots. I mean, well, we took 6. 6 is too many, especially against a power play like theirs, right? And yeah, I thought the PK did an okay job. You know, we got some big saves from Blackie on the PK, but like 6 penalties is too much. You know, so I think like we had a good first period, 5-on-5, and we were doing some good things. We took some penalties, kind of took our momentum away. And we had a slow start to the second, and then just kind of started getting going, and then took a bunch of penalties and kind of took the momentum away and swung it back in their favor again. So I think like tonight, discipline, penalties had a big factor in the game for me.
Colleen?
Do you feel that it was just kind of with that imbalance of like the guys just not having their legs until like maybe that third period?
No, I liked our game in the first period, especially 5-on-5. I thought it was good. You know, I think we got standing around a little bit and had some trouble closing plays out at the beginning of the second, and that lasted too long for me. Like it was 8 to 10 minutes, and then I felt like we kind of started getting going, and then that's when we took the 3 penalties in a row. So it's hard to get out of your zone. You're spending a lot of time defending, but I would say there's lots of that game that I liked and some things we did that I liked, and then there's also we gave up some sloppy scoring chances against, again, there were high quality scoring chances like throughout the course of the game. Yeah, and we had a good push in the third and had some chances to tie the game, but we gotta put a few of those in the back of the net.
Jesse, then Corey.
Yeah, Mackenzie's struggled a little bit coming off of long layoffs at times this season, but that was a really strong performance. Your thoughts on him?
Yeah, I thought he was okay. I thought he did a nice job. Like I said, we gave up some high danger chances. Remind me a lot of the Utah game. So like, there's some things that we have to clean up there for sure on the defending side of it. Some of it was puck management. Like I think like their 3 or 4 scoring chances in the first period came from either individuals getting beat one-on-one or turning the puck over that led to some high quality chances. So trying to do a little bit too much under pressure in some of those situations, and I think that's just a little bit of rust. And I can say last night Utah was no different. Tonight even Mini at times was probably the same, so it's something that'll come for everybody, I think.
Corey?
I mean, that's obviously a 4-point game, and you win that one, and there's a big gap between you and Minnesota. You don't, and do you feel like, I mean, I know you guys have been saying all along that Minnesota and Dallas are great, but does it feel like after tonight, like, okay, now it's like there's a race for the first spot?
I think we've felt like there's a race for the first spot since the opening night puck drop. That's just kind of the way it is. Like no one, again, like no one cares what kind of start you have, what kind, you know, how big of a lead you have. No one feels sorry for you if you get injuries. No one feels sorry for you if you don't play well. It's the standings at the end of the year is what matters, right? So that was a missed opportunity. That's what that was. 9 points. If we win 2 games in hand, that's a long road to try and catch you. And now it's tight, 5 with 2 in hand, and there's lots of hockey to be played. We just got to take care of our business.
Ryan?
How would you assess Landy's performance in the last couple of games at the top line, and do you prefer him in that spot or Lucky?
I prefer him there right now. That's why he's there, and I think he's been pretty good. That line had a great night last night in Utah. Scored 2 goals, had 1 disallowed. They were all over the puck and creating dangerous chances, and we're good on the defensive side of it too. Centers move around tonight, but that line did some good things again tonight too. Yeah.
Last few, Jonathan, Megan.
You kind of alluded to it, but with Minnesota, can you use it as part of your message that against a team like that, top contender, you got to be tired?
Well, I mean, there's no excuses in this league. Like they're playing back-to-back tomorrow, right? They're going to Utah, I think, if I read the schedule right. So I mean, that's a game that you really want to have, and I don't think, but I think you have to expect to play your best hockey game in order to beat a team like Mini Dallas, amongst others. And I didn't think we were at our best tonight. Again, there were some things I liked, but probably too much I didn't like, and one of them was the discipline and the penalties we took.
Finish with Megan.
When you look at the shots battle and the overall quality of the chances, it's not as if your team didn't do anything to create their offensive opportunities
Yeah.
tonight. There have been a couple of games like this, too, process-wise, they're doing all the right things. Do you credit goaltending in that situation, or is there something about how they're creating that you'd like to see differently?
Some of it's just finding a rhythm, so we did some good things like getting some point shots through, getting to the interior of the ice. We had some good rush chances. I'd like to see us get to the interior and create a few more low slot, mid slot chances, like, zone play. Like, it's not like we didn't have any looks in there. I think we created enough chances to win the hockey game. I think we got to be better. You look at it, we give up the 5-on-3 goal, and that's the difference in the hockey game for me. We have a chance 6-on-4. We get Nelson's one-timer that he squeezes. We get Kale walking down the middle of the ice twice. When we score one of those, it's a tie game. We didn't, so we haven't had an easy time capitalizing on some of our chances and our looks that we probably created in the last month, which I like to see that turn around a little bit. So to me, it's repetition. It's, you just got to keep creating those looks, and you got to make sure that you're burying a few of them when you get the opportunities.
Thanks, Jared.